Maybe you guys could have more meetings together.
Meeting for what?
You guys passed.
I don't have past to work out.
Just eat off the table,
No
maybe.
reason to.
And
it's the past.
And you
so
know
we
what you
leave
can
it
do?
in the past.
Yeah, I hear you. That means you're not over it.
That means I'm not. Listen, what exactly do you think I'm gonna be over? I'm curious.
Melody Sherry's love life has been a topic of intense curiosity ever since her divorce from Martell Holt. Fans have been eager to know who she is dating now, and recently, rumors have been swirling about her relationship with actor and activist Hill Harper. The speculation started when the two were seen together on several occasions, and although at first it seemed like nothing more than a chance meeting, the sightings kept happening, and now, even Melody herself is addressing the rumors. Could it be that what fans have been wondering all along is finally becoming clear? Let's break it down. At first, the rumors seemed harmless, just two successful people meeting up here and there. But as time passed, it became more apparent that something might be brewing between them. Hill Harper, known for his roles in shows like CSI, in New York, The Good Doctor, and Why the Last Man, isn't exactly someone you would expect to see hanging out in Huntsville, Alabama. Yet, there he was, popping up at local spots around town. And who else was often there? Melody. At first, fans thought it might just be a coincidence, maybe they were both entrepreneurs with similar interests. But the sightings kept adding up, and soon people started asking why Hill, a Hollywood actor, would be visiting Huntsville so often unless he had a personal connection to the place and possibly to Melody. It didn't take long for photos to start circulating online. These images showed Melody and Hill in casual, yet seemingly intimate settings. While neither of them was outright confirming or denying anything, they weren't hiding either. Their interactions, especially in public, raised eyebrows. Social media quickly took notice, and fans, being the detectives they are, began piecing things together. Melody and Hill weren't posting direct pictures of each other, but their social media activity seemed to tell a different story. There were cryptic messages being shared by both of them. Melody, known for her motivational and empowering posts, began sharing more personal quotes like, "Sometimes the right energy comes when you least expect it." Around the same time, Hill posted something about appreciating strong, independent women.
On the recent episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Maurice unfortunately got a DUI. You didn't realize that he wasn't home until the wee hours in the morning. And a lot of people were asking like, well, why is Kimmi okay with her husband leaving an event, hey Tisha, leaving an event and...
Sure, these could have been random messages, but then there was something else, the matching locations. Both Melody and Hill posted pictures from what appeared to be the same restaurant just hours apart, and there were times when they both mentioned being in the same city without tagging each other. Fans weren't buying the idea of this being a mere coincidence. The dots were starting to connect, and people began to wonder if there was more to their relationship than just friendly outings. The situation escalated when Melody and Hill were seen together at a major Hollywood event. Up until that point, the rumors had mostly been based on casual sightings and subtle hints, but this event felt different. Hill Harper took the stage, and as he spoke, he made sure to acknowledge Melody, praising her for her intelligence, strength, and success. While he never explicitly said they were a couple, the admiration in his words and the way he looked at her spoke volumes. The way they interacted, the way he smiled at her, and the way she leaned in when they spoke to each other made it clear that there was something deeper than just a professional connection. Fans and body language experts took note of their chemistry. It wasn't just friendly, it was clear there was a spark between them. Things took another turn when photos surfaced of Melody and Hill at an intimate dinner after the event. This wasn't just a group dinner where they happened to be sitting at the same table, this was a more private setting. According to sources, they were engaged in deep conversation, laughing and enjoying each other's company. One particular photo stood out, showing Hill reaching across the table to hold Melody's hand. The image seemed to confirm what fans had been speculating. Was this the beginning of a new relationship? Social media exploded with reactions as fans debated whether this was just a close friendship or something more. It wasn't just the photos that had fans talking, it was the way the two interacted on social media. Melody, known for her empowering posts, had taken to sharing messages that seemed to align perfectly with her relationship with Hill. One post read, "Natural connections require no force. When something aligns, you just feel it." Simple, right? Fans immediately connected this to the growing rumors about her and Hill. Was she talking about their connection? Hill, on the other hand, posted something that resonated with Melody's values. A peaceful relationship is one of the greatest blessings. Energy doesn't lie. Given that Melody had been very vocal about leaving behind toxic relationships and prioritizing her peace, this post seemed to be too aligned to be a coincidence. Hill was also very active in supporting Melody's posts. It wasn't just a like here and there, it was consistent, thoughtful engagement. Every time Melody shared a photo, Hill would be there, liking it. When she shared something about strength or healing, he would comment with words of support like, "Well said." When she posted a video of herself enjoying life, Hill would drop a string of emojis. Fans began to notice the pattern. The interactions were too consistent to just be friendly support.
That I met him in that vein. I met him for the streets. That's how I met him. And so he likes to do that. He does. And so there was a time when I would stress out. And I'm like, where you at? Oh, what you doing? There was definitely a time when
This was starting to look like something more. Despite all this, neither Melody nor Hill had officially confirmed anything. Fans began tagging Hill on Melody's posts, asking when they would make it official. Rather than ignoring these comments, Hill seemed to play along, continuing to like comments that hinted at their chemistry. The more fans examined their online activity, the more convinced they became that there was more to their relationship than just casual interactions. At this point, the speculation had reached a fever pitch, and it was clear that something was happening between them, but would they confirm it? Finally, Melody addressed the rumors during a podcast interview. She was asked directly about her relationship with Hill, and while she didn't confirm or deny anything, her response spoke volumes. She smiled warmly, took a moment to gather her thoughts, and then said, "Hill is an incredible person. He's smart, he's driven, and he has a heart for people. I have a lot of respect for him." The words themselves weren't a direct confirmation of a romantic relationship, but the warmth in her tone and the way she spoke about Hill made it clear that there was a special bond between them. The conversation then shifted to Melody's views on relationships. She got real about what she was looking for. "For me, it's all about alignment. You can have chemistry with someone, but if your values and vision don't match, it won't last. I want peace. I want support. I want something that feels good without being forced." Fans couldn't help but notice how closely this echoed the messages that she and Hill had been posting on social media. Was she describing her relationship with Hill? The timing of these comments only fueled the rumors. The host of the podcast then asked the big question, "A lot of people are saying you and Hill would make an incredible power couple. What do you think about that?" Melody laughed, clearly expecting the question. Her response, though carefully worded, was full of meaning. "I think when two people are strong individually, they can create something even greater together. But, life unfolds the way it's meant to, and I'm just enjoying the journey." Again, no confirmation, but also no denial, just enough to keep the speculation going. By the end of the interview, fans were more convinced than ever that something was happening between Melody and Hill. While neither of them had officially confirmed the relationship, their actions, the way they interacted, and the things they had said on social media all pointed in one direction. But would they ever come out and confirm it publicly? It seems that both Melody and Hill are private individuals. Hill has never been one to put his personal life on display, and Melody, after everything she's been through in her past relationships, seems to value her privacy more than ever. If they are together, it's likely that they will keep things under wraps for now. But their actions have already spoken louder than words. The way they show support for each other, the public appearances, and the subtle comments have all added up to something undeniable. If they do decide to make an official announcement, it will likely be on their own terms and in their own time. Until then, fans will continue to analyze every detail, every social media post, and every appearance they make together, eagerly waiting for that moment when they confirm what many already believe to be true, that Melody and Hill are more than just friends. Whether this is the beginning of a new power couple or just two successful people with mutual respect, one thing is certain: Melody and Hill have certainly given fans something to talk about. What do you think? Is this just a friendship, or are Melody and Hill on their way to becoming the next big couple? Let me know in the comments. As the speculation around Melody Sherry and Hill Harper's relationship continues to grow, it seems like every new interaction between them only adds fuel to the fire. While they have not made a public declaration about their connection, the consistent signs, subtle gestures, and their obvious chemistry have left fans eagerly trying to piece everything together. This ongoing intrigue highlights just how much people love a good love story, especially when it involves two prominent individuals who have both experienced personal growth and success in their respective careers. Fans have been especially drawn to Melody's journey since her divorce from Martel Holt. For a long time, she was seen as the strong, independent woman who was rebuilding her life and focusing on herself, her children, and her entrepreneurial ventures. Over time, Melody's posts on social media became a source of inspiration for many, as she openly shared her thoughts about overcoming adversity, leaving toxic relationships behind, and embracing healing and growth. It seemed like she was finding peace and purpose in her life, but fans couldn't help but wonder if there was room for someone else, especially after seeing her interactions with Hill. While Hill has always been known for his acting career and his advocacy work, his unexpected visits to Huntsville sparked many questions. What brought him to this small southern city so often? Was he there purely for business, or was there something more? When photos began surfacing showing him and Melody at various locations together, the speculation grew stronger. What made people particularly curious was the lack of confirmation or denial from either of them. Both Hill and Melody seemed to keep things very private, but at the same time, their social media presence and public appearances started telling a different story. Their interactions with each other in public, whether at social events, community gatherings, or casual outings, started to look more personal than just professional. The moment they were both spotted at the Hollywood event only intensified the conversation. The way Hill addressed Melody, publicly praising her and acknowledging her accomplishments, gave fans a glimpse into how much he admired her. It wasn't just what he said, though, it was the way he said it. His admiration wasn't just for her work, but it seemed to also be a recognition of her strength, independence, and the way she carried herself after everything she had been through. Melody's smile, the warmth in her expression, and the way she leaned into the conversation made it obvious that she valued his words and respected him. There was an undeniable connection between the two of them. Following that event, their private dinner together only fueled further speculation. A photo emerged showing Hill holding Melody's hand across the dinner table, and fans were quick to analyze the image, commenting on the evident intimacy between them. What stood out was the fact that it wasn't just the physical touch, it was the way they were engaging in deep conversation, laughing, and enjoying each other's company. This photo felt like the confirmation that fans had been waiting for, even though it didn't come directly from either Melody or Hill. Over time, fans began to notice the consistency in the way they interacted on social media. Whenever Melody posted something, Hill was there, offering support through likes and thoughtful comments. His engagement didn't feel like it was just out of politeness, it felt intentional. Whether it was a motivational post, a business update, or a personal achievement, Hill would be one of the first to respond. And as fans pointed out, the nature of his comments often reflected an admiration that went beyond just being a friend. His presence on her Instagram was noticeable, and it became clear that there was more than just a casual connection between them. This subtle but constant support from Hill only heightened the speculation. It was clear that something was brewing between them, and people wanted answers. Fans began to ask if Melody and Hill were going to make it official. However, rather than dismissing the rumors, Hill seemed to encourage them by continuing to engage with fans who were eager for confirmation. It became apparent that neither Hill nor Melody were in a rush to reveal their relationship status to the world, but they also weren't hiding it. It was as if they were allowing the public to take the lead in piecing together the truth. This kind of slow burn, where the public catches on to the story before the couple officially addresses it, only adds to the allure. People love a mystery, and the more elusive and private the couple is, the more intrigued fans become. In many ways, it seems like Hill and Melody have mastered the art of keeping people guessing while still giving enough information for fans to make their own conclusions. And in a world where many celebrities rush to announce their relationships, their approach feels refreshing. But as fans continued to speculate, the question remained, would they ever officially confirm their relationship? As of now, the answer seems to be no. But perhaps that's exactly how Hill and Melody want it. In a time when everything seems to be publicized immediately, maintaining some level of privacy may be part of their personal journey. They may want to keep their relationship private for now, allowing it to unfold in their own time and on their own terms. It's also worth considering that Melody and Hill might not feel the need to label their connection right now. After all, they have both been through significant personal growth, and it's possible that they are simply enjoying the process of getting to know each other, without the pressure of defining the relationship for the world to see. There is something very appealing about letting things develop naturally, without the rush to put a label on it. Ultimately, whether or not Melody and Hill are an official couple, they have certainly given fans something to talk about. Their story, their connection, and the way they support each other have captured the attention of many. And if this turns out to be the beginning of something more, fans will likely be thrilled to see these two strong, successful individuals navigate a relationship that celebrates mutual respect, growth, and positivity. In the end, whether they're simply good friends or something more, Melody and Hill's bond seems to be one built on trust, admiration, and a shared commitment to personal growth and positivity. As fans continue to follow their journey, one thing is for certain, Melody and Hill have created a lot of buzz, and their relationship, whatever it may be, will continue to be a topic of conversation for the foreseeable future. So, what do you think? Is this just a friendship, or is Melody and Hill's relationship the beginning of something much more significant? Only time will tell, but until then, fans will continue to watch, speculate, and root for whatever comes next.